Good morning. It is Monday, January 13th. I'm back to work. There was only 387 emails for work today. And the reason it's that low, usually if I'm out for 2 weeks, it's probably in the 800s, but I think because it was a holiday, a lot of people took the time off. So let's see, it's 44 degrees this morning, which is a nice surprise. I've already gone out to see the girls. 4 eggs, 3 brown and a green. I have tea today. I had a Portuguese muffin for breakfast, which I actually ate in the kitchen because I didn't want to bring any crumbs in here. I'm trying to keep things where they belong, but I did bring my tea in here. I didn't have coffee this morning because I think I had coffee yesterday and the day before, and I had a really hard time falling asleep last night, and I didn't want to take Tylenol PM again. Anyway, so what this is, it is a cup of Darjeeling with 2 sugars in the rock cubes, which are my favorite, and then I have a yummy pear to have as a treat after that. So I'm gonna get going on replying. Just as a heads up, if anyone has tried to send me messages on Facebook, there's an issue with my account. I can no longer see who the message is coming from. I just get the little screen pop-up, or it's not actually a screen pop-up, it just highlight that there's number, and it looks like there's 29 or 28 messages. I can't see who they're from, so I can't contact the individuals directly. So if anyone has anything they wanted to ask me, you can either send me a private message on YouTube, or you could send me an email. And my email address is on my blog, as well as on my Facebook. I just feel bad if anyone has any time-sensitive questions that I haven't been able to respond. I may have to bring down my entire Facebook account and reset it back up, which I'm hoping that's not going to have to be the case, because that would be a colossal pain in the you-know-what, because then I'll lose every friend that I've connected with and all the companies that I follow, so that would just be like a big mess, and I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. So I'm going to put a dent into my mailbox for work. I think I have a meeting at 1, and then I did schedule a couple of meetings later in the week since I'm now back into the swing of things. So today's Meatless Monday, and I think what I'm going to do is try a new recipe. It's not really a recipe that I've seen anywhere, but it's something that kind of came to mind. We often have pasta. I don't really want to have macaroni and cheese today, and I got the idea that I could use the cauliflower that I have to roast it and then make it creamy by pureeing it and adding just a little bit of cheese to make like a faux Alfredo sauce, maybe over fettuccine. So I'll see how that works. And because I have to turn on the oven to roast the cauliflower, I'm going to pop in the poblano and jalapeno peppers that I have, because tomorrow I'm going to be making green chicken chili with white beans. I think that's going to be the menu for tomorrow. Yeah, because I have chicken thawing out in the refrigerator. So I thought that might be kind of nice, 2 birds, 1 stone, since I'm already going to have the oven on today. So that's something that you will probably see later on. And I think Paulie only has a short day today, so he might be back. I don't know, maybe I can put him to work to be my sous chef. He did do all the dishes. Thank you for everybody who asked. My burn is a little better today. It's starting to get a little itchy, but if I scrape it against something, it really does hurt. So I haven't put anything on it yet. I did put a little aloe on last night, but I have not put new skin on because I really wanted to breathe, and because that aids in healing. So back to work for me, and then I think during lunch I'm going to take a break and get some of the prep stuff done for tonight's dinner. Like, I'll get the cauliflower all cut up and just probably pop it in a plastic bag in the fridge until it's ready to be roasted. And I'll show you that all on video. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. So I recently received this magnetic platform from Sizzix. Unfortunately, I really wish it was the extended platform, because that would have made perfect sense, because I have some longer thin dies. But in order to keep it straight between my regular and magnetic, I just labeled it on 3 sides. That way I don't mistake, or I can quickly grab the magnetic one, especially since this one has to be stored away from electronics. And then I also made some regular labels, and see, it's away from my electronics. So and I did receive one more package today, and it was an order from Blitzy. I got the Inka Dinka Doo Stamp-A-Ma-Jig. I hadn't had one, and with the amount of cards that I make, especially mass-produced cards like invitations, I thought that this would be a nice tool for me to have. So I'm going to play around with it and then do a proper review once I've had an opportunity to really test it out. This works with straight edge stamps, either wooden mounted or acrylic, because it works on the premise that you line up, you stamp the image lined up against this. There's a plastic rectangle inside that you stamp it on. That way, once you remove that sample rectangle, you'll know exactly where it's placed based on the sample. It sounds more complicated than it is. It's literally just these 4 steps, and I will play around with it, and once I'm comfortable I will share it on video. So I have the pasta on, or the water for the pasta, and inside this container I have probably a little bit more than a cup of cooked cauliflower. It's just fork tender, a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of milk, not much, pat of butter, some shredded cheese, salt, black pepper, garlic powder, lemon zest. I'm going to add juice of an entire lemon, and then pulse everything until it's creamy. All done. I just added a little more black pepper and some parsley, that dried parsley that I picked from the garden. And I'm just waiting for the fettuccine to be ready, and then I'm just going to add that. So it's about I would say, 1.5 cups. That's plenty for the pasta for tonight. I just want to dress the pasta, and then I'm going to dice up or cut up some Kalamata olives, and that's going to be Meatless Monday dinner. Just half the Kalamata olives have already been pitted. I just a jar, and I think I'm gonna just put them on top of mine because I'm not sure if Polly wants some on his, so we'll see. I'll ask him. Doesn't that totally look like fettuccine alfredo? Not alfredo. Roasted cauliflower with just a little bit of cheese, lemon juice, garlic, salt, black pepper, parsley, a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of milk. That's it. Pretty yummy. Oh, and some butter. There's definitely butter. So let me show you what it looks like in the bowls. Yum. So this is Polly's bowl. I'm gonna make mine, take some pictures, and put together the recipe on my blog.